Starting. All right, we're live.
All right. Welcome to the Smitty And Selitte podcast. I'm Damon Selitte,
I'm Tom.
and here we're just two New York Giants fans and sports fans in general
I'm a huge
coming
Yankee
here
fan.
to give our opinions and knowledge to the internet in podcast form.
Because if there's one thing I'm known for, it's my knowledge.
Indeed. All right,
Thanks for
Tom.
your knowledge.
So, let's get straight into it. Today we have a ton of NFL news to talk about.
We do have a ton of NFL news to talk about.
Now let's talk. Let's talk about the spark that ignited the powder keg, known as the Aaron Donald mega contract.
Thing is gigantic.
6 years, $135 million for Aaron
Holy
Donald.
shnikes. That's a lot of money.
Is that enough? But is that too much for Aaron Donald? That's the question.
Hell no.
No? You think that's fairly enough?
Yep. Khalil Mack, and it is Aaron Donald.
All right. And what resulted from this huge contract extension was the Khalil Mack trade to Chicago.
Holy shnikes.
Khalil Mack traded for 2 first-round picks, a third and a sixth-round pick.
Now what I don't get is how could you trade? The Raiders traded a second-round pick to get 2 first-round picks. They traded the best defensive player in football.
Why are
And
they
the
giving
second-
up anything but Khalil Mack? That's the question.
I mean, come on, man. What are you doing? You want to know why you get first-round picks? So you end up with players like Khalil Mack.
Yes.
Oh my! He's 27.
I mean, I guess it doesn't go down in John Gruden's books.
He better hit on those first-round picks.
You sure.
If he whiffs, if he takes an Eric Flowers, oh Lord.
Just a reminder, they're giving that man $10 million. $10 million.
For 10 years.
Yes, $10 million a year.
Oh my dear Lord.
Like
this is ridiculous. I don't like it. They gave away a fifth too. They gave they gave Khalil Mack a second and a fifth for 2 firsts and a third or something.
Third and a sixth.
Jesus.
Picture what it must have been in the Raiders GM room when you saw the Aaron Donald contract extension go up.
Oh my God. That set the bar.
That would have been shitting bricks. You know, we
Yeah.
gotta do something with Khalil.
Gruden has been quoted as saying, "We didn't offer anything close to what Khalil got with the Bears because as soon as he stepped down in Chicago, they gave him 6 years."
Yep, when he got in Chicago, it was a 6-year, $141 million. Aaron Donald was the highest paid defensive lineman for a day.
For a day. Defensive player.
Khalil Mack.
Well, Mack plays on the line, but he also can play linebacker.
Yes, I really wish we would have traded for him. That would have been the peak.
He's made all pro in 2 different positions. He's ridiculous.
All right. Now, speaking of contract extensions, we have the Aaron Rodgers record-breaking contract extension.
He's getting $80 million by March.
Yes, 4 years, $134 million.
Oh,
Aaron Rodgers.
That's ridiculous. But he's also worth every penny. So.
Yeah, I can't wait to see Aaron Rodgers this season. I think he's do good with people like Jimmy Graham now.
Yep. Remember when Jimmy Graham was one of the best receivers in the league and he kind of disappeared?
Yeah, because he went to Seattle.
Because he went to Seattle, and Seattle doesn't really utilize tight ends.
Unless they get in the end zone.
Yeah. He was Drew Brees' number 1 target for years.
Mm-hmm.
That was the worst thing that could have happened to his career.
Yeah.
He
got paid, and he got a Super Bowl ring.
That's true. I still haven't won my Super Bowl.
Hopefully. All right. Next, we're going to the One that I am still very confused about. I do not agree with this extension at all. The Tyler Lockett extension. 3 years,
Tyler,
31.8 million.
it's a lot of cash, bro.
It's a lot of cash for a kick returner. I understand he may be one of the best kick returners in the NFL, but I do not think that's worth around $11 million a season.
His name is not Devin Hester, so I agree.
I agree as much. He hasn't even. I don't think he's cracked 700 yards receiving yet.
Don't think
He's
that.
just. It's a very questionable move, if you ask me.
Mm-hmm.
But now let's move on to wide receiver. That wide
Wide
receiver that we know so well.
Oh,
Who
no.
deserves money? Odell
Oh.
Beckham Jr., our boy,
Show me
got a
the money!
5-year, $95 million contract. 19 million a season.
Holy shit.
He's got his money. He's well deserved.
He got paid.
Paid is definite.
There's also another word that he's about to get that starts with L and ends in aid.
Oh.
He's like, Odell Beckham is a stick of dynamite with bad hair. He's explosive.
But does he deserve to be the highest paid wide receiver in the NFL? That is a question that's been circulating a lot.
Every new wide receiver contract is going to set the bar. Like Antonio Brown already got paid though.
Yeah.
So it's like in baseball free agency, the best player isn't usually the highest paid.
Indeed.
The later your free agency is, the more you're getting paid. Because money just keeps going up every year.
All right. Well, speaking of our wonderful New York Football Giants, how about
New York Football
Giants schedule preview and preview.
Schedule. I'm German.
All right. First, let's talk about the 53-man roster.
53 men on the roster. Davis Webb is not one of them.
And then they instantly started cutting people immediately. It was crazy.
As Michael K says, see ya.
People like Davis Webb, that was one of the biggest ones got cut.
I've been told on Twitter so many times he's the future of the organization. Well, guess what? He's the backup to a 20-year-old starting quarterback who was picked directly after we picked Saquon Barkley.
I guess Pat Shermer, we know he's known for making quarterbacks. I guess he must have really saw something in Davis.
Eli
must have irked him.
Manhardt's 57 touchdowns, calling it. He made Case Keenum an All-Pro.
Also, speaking of our 53-man roster, we cut a lot of wide receivers.
A lot of them. See you later, Roger. We kept Hunter Sharp, who can't catch a slant pattern but can return a kick 80 yards.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Lewis. I really can't believe he did not make the final roster.
I still can't believe he didn't make it. Where's he going next? Who knows?
Patriots. They need wide receivers.
Yeah, Eric Decker signed with them and then retired.
Yep.
He's like Bill, you're too strict. See you, pal.
Bye. And then we have 5 running backs.
5 running backs. And one of them is slower than molasses.
Average 2.2 yards for the Panthers. That man is Jonathan.
I haven't lost a step except I lost -9 yards in the preseason.
Absolutely.
Yep. Dude sucks so bad.
That is an understatement. Now we go to the defensive backs. Now, William Gay, who he signed and was projected to be a starter, got cut. That one caught me by surprise.
Okay, folks. Enough with the gay jokes. Except, I'm sorry, that was an 8 Mile reference.
But a defensive back who did make the list, had a really good game against the Patriots, Dante Dayon.
Did he make it?
Yeah, he did make the list.
He made it!
Very exciting. Now, one person that did make the roster but did get cut as a hallelujah to the Giants is John Jerry. Thank God he's gone.
John Jerry! When you play, you're scary. Because you suck.
Suck doesn't even describe it. All right, yeah. 3 quarterbacks. 2 of them very young. Our linebackers looking good for this roster. As this new 3-4 system we're going into. Sadly, Jarrell Adams is still in the tight end room. I do not like Jarrell Adams at all. I personally wish he would leave, or we would cut him. Earth to Tom.
Tom is back. I'm sorry, I had a minor disturbance.
Understandable. As I was saying.
Okay, my sister.
Sad to see Jarrell Adams is still in the tight end corps.
He made the team?
Yes, he did.
Are you kidding me?
I can't believe it either. The man who couldn't catch a wide open slant. As a tight end.
Are you kidding me?
I'm not kidding you. I wish I was.
I wanted to fucking put a rocket up that guy's ass and send him to outer space.
Our linebackers looking strong. Looking good for this new 3-4.
Linebackers. Love me some linebackers.
Connor Barwin, Ray Armstrong, who put on a show in preseason.
Yes, he did. He showed out.
Lorenzo Carter, DJ Goodson, Alec Ogletree.
Big fan of the Zoe Carter draft pick.
Olivier Vernon, who we moved to linebacker. I wonder how that's going to work out.
High ankle sprain, that's how it worked.
Hopefully we get to see him soon.
You know who would have been a nice get?
Who?
Due to this injury? Khalil Mack.
That would have been amazing. I think that would have been really solid for our roster. But
the Jets, the Jets almost got him. Khalil Mack. They almost got him. They finished second. They finished second. The Bears.
I feel if Olivier didn't get injured, that probably would have been like our biggest trade piece right there. Him a first round, maybe a second round, something along those lines.
Trade 2 first-round picks. We'll give you flowers and apple.
Only if.
Yeah.
All right.
They're 2 first-rounders.
About it for the roster. Next, let's move on to the schedule preview.
Hell yeah.
All right. Week 1. We know this one too. Well, we got the Jaguars week 1.
Jaguars played it many times on Madden 19. Beat them every time, except the time I threw 6 picks and didn't realize I was playing on all Madden. Whoops.
As we know, Jalen Ramsey has said some things about Eli. He said he wouldn't call him good.
He said a lot of things about the entire league.
Yes, he did. And I really hope week 1 we come out guns blazing and absolutely tear up the Jaguars.
You know, he can lock up Odell all he wants. We still have Barkley, Shepard, and Ingram. I'm sorry.
Indeed. So, Tom, how do you think we will do week 1 against the Jags?
We're gonna torch them we're gonna carve them up like a Thanksgiving turkey.
As it stands right now, their wide receiver core is very thin, with Marquise Lee getting injured. Our rush game very strong, so we're gonna shut down Fournette. I think it's just going to come down to if we can produce that offense.
Odell Beckham's going to make Jalen Ramsey look like a Jewish girl on Christmas.
Hopefully. So, Tom, final score prediction?
Or let me paraphrase here. A Christian girl on Hanukkah as well.
There you go. Yeah. All right, final score prediction.
What was? I think I said 31-14 or something along the.
I agree. All right, then we go on to week 2, the Cowgirls.
Cowgirls, they're fucked. Rivalry. Dak Prescott can't throw 20 yards. We have the best run-stopping defense in the game. 35-21, New York Giants.
Yeah, they seem pretty easy to beat when your Hall of Fame tight end has retired and your best wide receiver is Cole Beasley.
Yeah, and you cut Dez.
Who still can't sign.
Dez Bryant, Cleveland Brown by week 8.
Oh, you heard it here first, folks.
Heard it here first.
All right, on to the next. Now, this might be our first loss of the season. This is going to be a possible slaughter. The Texans.
Oh, yeah, we're getting slaughtered. Eric Flowers is a walking turnstile. J.J. Watt and Jadeveon Clowney will make him look foolish.
Yeah.
The Giants are gonna have to rent a right tackle.
We'll get someone from the crowd. Be like, you
Who
want to
would
play right
you
tackle? Go for it.
who would you assume is the best right tackle in the game?
Hmm?
Who's the best right tackle in the game?
Best right tackle.
Because we're gonna have to ask the team, hey, can we borrow him for a day? And then we'll give him right back. So we're gonna trade a second round pick for him, and then we're gonna get the second round pick back for him. Then we're gonna trade him directly back to the team after the game.
Understandable. Now that's the only way I think we have a chance of winning there. But I think their defense is too
We're
strong
good.
for us.
Deshaun Watson, DeAndre Hopkins, and Lamar Miller. That game is not gonna end well.
Yeah.
We're gonna get.
But then next week we have a good game. I love seeing these games. The Saints. You know, Eli loves to show off against the Saints since he grew up in New Orleans.
42-35 Giants. You heard it here first.
I love some Saints Giants games. Always a shootout.
Oh, it's a shootout. Drew Brees ain't what he once was, though.
Hey, but he's still got them targets, and he's got some
Still got them
hefty
targets.
running backs in that backfield.
We got the best run-stopping defense in the league. Hey, does Mark Ingram still play for the Saints?
Yes, he did, but he's currently suspended for, I'm pretty sure, 6 games.
Happens. I bet someone's toe off once. PEDs?
Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
There is no way a football player would ever use PEDs, right, Peyton?
All right. Next, on to our new general manager's former team, the Panthers.
Cam Newton can't throw for shit.
Cam Newton.
But he can run. But isn't that the running back's job?
Absolutely.
I mean,
not much for the wide receiver core. Christian McCaffrey is your only one that can really produce.
35-24 New York Football Giants.
Defense needs a lot of work over there. I think they're just like a little train wreck over there in Carolina.
Oh, by the way, I remember my original Game 1 prediction. It was 31-21 Giants.
Okay. Right. Next, we got the Eagles.
I think we're going to split with the Eagles.
I agree. I think we're going to split the Eagles.
So, win one, lose one. So, pick and choose.
I mean, if it weren't for a 60-yarder by a rookie, we would have split them last year.
I don't want to talk about it.
I don't want to either, but sometimes you have to.
That really sucked, that game.
It did.
I really was not happy.
But on to another shootout, we get the Falcons.
On to the next one.
I can't wait to play the Falcons. See Julio versus Jackrabbit. That'll be exciting to see.
That's a toughie. That is a toughie. Julio.
But with the Falcons losing Don Terry Poe, and I'm pretty sure their middle linebacker just got injured, that might open up the run game for us.
I'm pretty sure we're going to win that game. I'm going to tell you why, Skip. I'm going to tell you why.
Okay.
Because, now, we can say a lot of things about Matt Ryan.
Mm-hmm.
Clutch.
Yes.
Clutch is not one of them.
Indeed.
That dude blew, what was it, 24-point lead? 25, 24? In the Super Bowl?
Yes.
Kidding me? Fucking kidding me? Trying to win Super Bowls here, and there you are. Being a waste of space.
Alright.
God. Yep.
Alright.
Next game. Let's go.
Next game, the Redskins. Do we even have to argue this one? That's
nope.
An instant win.
I'm insulted that we have to play them.
You know, old fart Alex Smith at your quarterback. No serious wide receivers besides Paul Richardson. Your star tight end's always injured. Josh Norman barely wants to play for you anymore. Defense is all over the place. It's. Do I have to explain more?
No, we're going to kick the living piss out of them.
All right, on to the next week, the 49ers. With Jimmy G.
Jimmy G.
Oh.
I think we're going to win that about 34-21.
Not much to impress us with in the wide receiver department or the running back department. Not a really solid defense either. I think that is going to be a decent win for us.
I agree, sir.
Okay, all right.
I'm
On to
very
the
excited.
next week, the Buccaneers.
Buckaroo.
With Jameis Winston and Mike Evans.
That man won't stop getting in trouble.
Absolutely.
He annoys me. Dude, you're a millionaire. This is like his 5th incident since college.
Yes.
I mean, he's been accused of rape. Now, he was found not guilty. So I'll cut him some slack on that. He stood up on a table and yelled, F her right in the pee.
Mm-hmm.
He stole crab legs for no apparent reason.
Mm-hmm.
The Uber driver incident, allegedly. Let's just say he's done some stupid shit.
He was spouting some sexist knowledge to some second graders.
Exactly. He just needs to grow up.
But that's some off-field issues. Let's talk about the on-field. Do we have a chance of beating them?
He's a solid player. He's a solid player, but I think we'll win comfortably. Because, I mean, I think it'll be close. I'm going to go 28-24.
Well, we better watch out. We got our old buddy Jason Pierre-Paul over there now.
Yeah.
I wonder if he'll have a big game or not.
If he plays on the right side, I think he will.
I think he's going to request to play on the right side just so he can do that.
Yo, let me hit up Eric.
We'll put Nate over to the right side.
Put who?
Nate Solder.
Oh. He's going to have to play both sides at the same time.
Yes. It's like jump back and forth, get them feet chopping.
We're fucked.
All right, on to next week. The Eagles, once again, like we already said, I'm pretty sure we're going to split. So, not much debate there.
Get 1-1.
1-1. All right, now. This game, if you asked me about a week ago, I would have said we would have had a decent chance of winning.
It's the
But
Bears.
now, due to recent acquisitions,
AKA,
the Bears.
AKA Khalil Mack. Yeah, that's toughy.
That is some tough. That is very tough.
They're screwed.
They're screwed. They have a very solid defense over there.
Eli Manning may die on that game. I feel quite bad for him.
Let's get some pre-rips for Eli Manning against the Bears.
They got Trevathan, they got Mack. I mean, come on.
It's going to be a tough game. I think we might be able to pull one out, but that's only if the offense can somehow get past their defense. But I don't think things look too bright.
Oh,
Because their offense ain't anything special.
it is not.
Like,
What's the next game?
Okay, next game, we have the Red Sox once again. And do we have to argue that with the cap?
No, Captain check down. No Darius Geis. We win comfortably.
Indeed. Now, Titans are up next.
Marcus Mariota can't throw. The man threw a football, hit his own teammate. It bounced back to him. He caught it, and then had a front hurdle into the end zone.
But I am excited to see Derrick Henry at running back. This man is big. I can't wait to see what he's going to do.
Once signed him in Madden, played him at fullback, Saquon and Derrick Henry in the same backfield. Holy shit. We won the Super Bowl. I'm a multiple-time champion in Madden.
It's good to know. Tell him, Tom.
Fullback dives all day.
All right, on to the next week. We got the Colts.
We're going to win that game.
I feel there's not much argument there either.
Andrew Luck's a really good quarterback. He's good. He's a mixture of great and good.
He is, but only no run game, and you only have T.Y. Hilton.
I'm a huge fan of Andrew Luck. I'm a huge Andrew Luck guy. He's one of my favorite quarterbacks to watch.
And no one really too special on their defense either. I think this is going to be easy win for us.
Next game, sir.
And to finish off the season, we have the Cowgirls once again.
I think we'll probably split.
Yeah, if our predictions are up to, if they are correct, we should be making playoffs by that week, and we might be resting starters. So yeah, we might lose that one.
All right, give me. All right, you did originally pre-record this, but I do have some new ideas here.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right, so obviously this previous draft, there were like 4 or 5 quarterbacks taken in the first round, right?
Indeed.
Wait, Rosen, Allen, Darnold, Mayfield. Yeah, 5. Yeah. All right, rank them 1 through 5. Who will have the most successful career?
Who had the most successful career? In my opinion,
Yes.
I think we'd have to go. It's hard to say. I think I'd go Donald, Rosen, Jackson, Mayfield, Allen.
False.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm kidding.
You asked my opinion. I gave it.
I think all 5 have really good opportunity to be really good for a really long time, but I think Allen can't hit the broadside of a barn.
Mm-hmm.
At least Lamar Jackson can run, so he's basically a skinny Cam Newton.
Mm-hmm.
So there's that. I do think he may get hurt though, RG3 style.
Yeah, it might be a definite.
I'm gonna go. Mayfield, Darnold, Rosen, Jackson, Allen.
Something tells me I just cannot believe in Mayfield. I just can't.
Big Mayfield guy.
Obviously.
He came to our high school.
I sure did.
He's kind of short.
All right, I think that wraps it up for the NFL section.
Actually,
Tom, I pass the baton to you.
No, we're not done. We're not done.
Oh.
Since we share a stadium with the Jets, what are your thoughts on the Jets this season?
Jets.
For our Jets fans out there, all 3 of them.
The Jets fans. I think I don't like the idea of them starting Darnold right away. I think they should at least give him at least half a year on the bench.
Well, what do you think about them trading Teddy too? They traded Teddy. We forgot to talk about that.
Oh, trading Teddy.
Yeah, they traded him to the Saints.
I know. I feel like it was inevitable. I mean, you have a first-round quarterback after all.
3rd overall pick
for Teddy. Yeah, that's
exactly.
Yeah. First round. That's what I meant.
Top 3. Yeah, I like the trade for Teddy because like Drew Brees is 40. So once Brees retires, they have a proven quarterback. And Teddy was a good quarterback before his injury. So they got a surefire.
Maybe we should. That's what I said. Maybe we should.
Exactly. I like that deal for Teddy.
But what do you think? What do you think about the Jets this season? What do you think about them starting Darnold week 1?
I think they made a lot of improvements. I think they'll be like a 6 or 7 win team. I think they're up and coming. I really do like Darnold. Now, I do think he'll go through growing pains. But I think it's a good thing they still have McCown. Because McCown's basically a quarterback coach.
Mm-hmm. Hey, he won 5 games last season.
Mm-hmm. So that's a good signing for them. Darnold's only 20. I don't think he's going to be the youngest ever starter to start on week 1.
Yeah.
So, dude's got ridiculous talent.
I can't wait to see it. Hopefully he has what it takes.
So let's talk about Davis Webb being cut for a moment.
Davis Webb, we already went over this spot.
We passed on Sam Darnold. Took Barkley.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, that's a short-term move.
Yes.
Because Eli is aging.
I agree with the move. I think we have all this young talent now. We should win now because there's no guarantee we have this talent by the next time our quarterback's ready.
Good point. Well, it's a good thing we didn't trade 2 first-round picks for Khalil Mack, because we may need to trade 2 first-round picks to move up in the draft one day and select a quarterback. There's a few quarterbacks that are projected to go in the first round next year. Tua. Let's get Tua.
Tua?
Yeah, Tua, quarterback for Alabama.
I am not too familiar with college football. My apologies.
You kidding me?
Yes.
I dare you to search up Tua.
Okay.
Tua is ridiculous. He won them a national championship last year. I think he's eligible in 2 years.
No. How do we fit that name on the back of a jersey?
Tagovailoa? Yeah.
Yes.
There's like 3 projected first-round quarterbacks. It's I forgot. Hold up. I'm dumb.
Indeed.
Ouch. There's this kid Stidham. There's 3. Drew Lock, but he's apparently he's fallen off a little. I don't know, but Stidham and Garrett Locke. There's this kid Will Greer. But the consensus number 1 guy though is Justin Herbert from Oregon. Herbert, yeah. What did I say?
Nothing. I was just laughing at the name Herbert.
Yeah, that's his name.
Like, does that sound like an NFL quarterback name?
He's a really good player. He's a lot like he hasn't played in a pro system yet though, so he may take a little bit. Plays for Oregon. Marcus Mariota's old stomping grounds. What a all pro he turned out to be, huh?
Indeed.
Nothing against Marcus Mariota. I'm just saying he can't throw.
All right. Is that anything else for the NFL news?
Yeah, that's it for the NFL news.
Okay. Then I'll pass the baton to you for all the MLB and Yankees news.
Okay. Here he comes. I'm just making sure. My computer's acting a little weird right now. Hold on. The broadcast is still on. Don't worry. We're not losing this.
Yeah, I see the live.
Okay. It woke up. Okay. So, 5 days ago, August 31st, was the waiver trade deadline. Waiver deadline is different from the, which is just has to pass through waivers, so all teams have a chance to place a claim on them. And well, if you pass through waivers and nobody places a claim on you, you're eligible to be traded. So a few guys got traded of note, most notably Andrew McCutchen to the Yankees and Josh Donaldson to the Cleveland Indians. Both of them won MVPs in the past. McCutchen won in 2014 and Donaldson won in 2015. So Donaldson's been hurt all year. The Blue Jays gave him up for free, literally. So, which is kind of weird because he's still a good player. But obviously, people don't know what they're doing. And the Yankees got McCutchen, as they've been playing with a 5-foot hobbit in right field since Aaron Judge got hurt. And they said the reason the Yankees didn't grab an outfielder was because they said, oh, the doctors, they're like, oh, Judge is coming back in 3 weeks. He'll be back in 3 weeks. Well, it's been 5 weeks. And just yesterday, he picked up a baseball bat for the first time.
Yeah, I saw
And
that he was
swung it.
taking some swings.
Exactly. He took 25 and 25 off the tee and 25 just regular dry swing. So, I mean, come on, man. I mean, it took us a long time. We played with this kid named Shane Robinson. He's 33 years old. He's my height and he's bald. He did absolutely nothing for the team. He was like that kid that tries too hard in gym class, and you can tell the noticeable effort he's putting in and the lackluster results. So it's been really shitty. Also of note, Daniel Murphy got traded to the Cubs.
Mm-hmm.
He's one of the best hitters in baseball. He can't field worth a damn, but dude can hit flat out. So he went to the Cubs. So the Cubs actually claimed him. So not every team had a chance to trade for him. Only the team that claims you can trade for you if you get claimed. And the Cubs traded him. Now that caused some controversy because Daniel Murphy is very Christian. He doesn't really enjoy the company and cool about that. And so what happened was, well, one of the owners of the Cubs happens to be, well, gay. So that caused a little bit of controversy, and that owner actually okayed the trade because that owner put the team above everything, which is actually very admirable, to be honest with you.
Okay.
I mean, if somebody said that about something, like somebody said something about me that was quite offensive, I don't know how I'd react, you know? So now it's time for my Yankee rant.
Oh boy, here we go.
Alright, so last week, Friday into Sunday, the Yankees played 4 games against the Baltimore Orioles, who are the worst team in baseball, and they swept them. So they cut the American League East lead down to 5 because the Red Sox were up by 8. They cut it down to 5. In terms of the loss column, they gained 3 games in 4 days. All right, so here we are, looking good. We come on the Yankee Stadium and we get to play 7 games against 2 of the worst teams in baseball, and we go 3-4.
It's tough.
How does that fucking happen? How the? I mean, come on. You at least have to go 5-2.
Indeed, especially with the talent on that team.
Do you know how many games over 5? Do you know how many games over 500 the Yankees are?
How many?
35. They're a really good fucking team. And to just shit the bed when you're getting close, when you're closing in, that's fucked up, man. That really grinds my gears. I'm pretty pissed off. I mean, come on now. I mean, I don't get it. I mean, this team is so frustrating. I mean, like, it's 1 step forward, 2 steps back. Everybody's getting hurt. We lost our shortstop for a few weeks, and now he's coming back Friday. We lost Judge for a month and a half, basically. I mean, come on. We lost Gary Sanchez. Gary Sanchez is having the worst year of his life in terms of baseball. Our closer has tendonitis in his knee, and nobody knows when he's coming back. It's a dumpster fire here.
It is.
Our first baseman has absolutely sucked. I mean, it is a mess. And yet we're still making playoffs. So, I mean, that's one thing I can hold on to. But 2 of the worst teams in baseball. And let me mention the last series against Detroit. They are the worst offense in baseball, right?
Uh-huh.
Detroit. They dropped 11 runs on us in one game.
11 runs.
They were hitting home runs like fucking bird pellets, like birds shitting out pellets.
That reminds me of like the Giants 49ers game.
I mean, fuck. I mean, we got absolutely smoked. And then the next day, which was yesterday, they had to play Oakland, who's in the second wild card. We're in the first wild card. We're 3 up on them now because we lost last night. We were 4 up originally. And CC Sabathia, shit himself on the fucking mound.
Terrible game?
Terrible. I wanted to curl up in the fetal position and cry, knowing this is what our team has become. I want to throw someone off the roof. I mean, nobody's showing up. I mean, I'm gonna go through the lineup right now. All right.
Okay.
On who's producing and who's not. Right now.
All right.
3 guys. 3 guys. Gardner, Stanton, Sanchez. League average in OPS, as I've told you, is about 730. Since the All-Star break, which was a month and a half ago, Brett Gardner has a 600 OPS. It's 601. He has 130 points below league average.
Which is trash.
That's worse than trash. That's dumpster.
Oh, we hit dumpster levels now.
We've hit dumpster.
Yeah,
that's horrible. Now Stanton is great when there's no pressure on him. But when there is pressure on him, his OPS drops to 670, which is 60 points below league average. Are you kidding me? And Gary Sanchez this entire year, I don't even want to mention him. Now, through this entire slump, he hasn't been here because he got hurt. But still, just the year in general for him. Come on now. Like last year, he was unbelievable. He was unbelievably good. It looked like we had a Hall of Fame catcher for like the next 10 years. Last year he hit 270 with like almost 280 with 33 home runs. Right? A month. He did all of that while missing a month. This year, he's missed 2 months. The power's still there. He's got 14 home runs. But his average and his on-base percentage dropped by 100 points.
Jeez.
So instead of he was close to a 900 OPS guy, now he's about I think he's at like 700.
Oof.
It hasn't been pretty.
Not at all. Not at all, but it seems.
And also, he's a horrible catcher at catching the ball. He can throw the ball. He's the best throwing catcher I've seen in a long time. But when it comes to blocking balls, and sometimes a pitcher will throw a fastball to him, and he'll just outright drop the baseball. He'll just outright drop it.
You're not supposed to do that at the catcher position.
It's called catcher.
Not dropper.
Not dropper. So when you add in the pass balls, when you add in hitting 180 with like an on-base percentage under 300, which like average is a little over 300. He's like at like 290. He's just hasn't done the job this year. It's been really frustrating because you know what kind of talent he is.
Mm-hmm. So would you say the players are just playing not at their skill level? Like they're just letting them down?
Sir. I'm so frustrated.
If you were in the manager's shoes right now, how would you play this? What would you do right now?
Oh, I've got a bone to pick with him too. I've got a bone to pick with him. Yesterday, all right, CC shits himself. All right, then it's only the fourth inning, right? Fourth or fifth inning. Instead of bringing in Chad Green, who's one of our best relievers, it's a one-run game. We're only down by one. This Yankees offense scores more runs than anyone. All right, and he brings in our worst reliever in a pennant race when every game is counting here. And obviously, he gives up runs, and because the team can't help himself, it's like a fat guy at a Thanksgiving dinner table. Just eat. Come on, man! Like a crack addict when he sees the needle right in front of him.
All right, but I'll re-extend the question to you. If you were in the manager's shoes, what would you do to put things back together?
Manning's better.
Again.
Do your fucking job.
Okay.
I mean, you gotta know the strengths, the weaknesses, the good and the bad. It's not that hard. Know your fucking team. I mean, come on. Do your fucking job.
Okay. We got it.
Oh, I do have a bone to pick about Sunday, too. Now, Sunday, our manager got suspended for a game, so he wasn't managing. Now, obviously, I told you the opposing team dropped 11 on us. Now, bases loaded, right? Giancarlo Stanton was getting a day off that day. Now, the bases were loaded. We're only down 4. Or it was either 3. No, we were down 3 with the bases loaded. So a grand slam wins us the game, basically. Now, we don't score, right? We pinch hit Greg Bird, and he almost hit a home run. He almost hit a grand slam to win the game. So I'm not mad about that. Because Bird almost did it. Bird almost cranked it out. Now, when September 1st hits, you're allowed to call up to 40 guys up to your roster. So we bring in this kid Tarpley, who is making his major league debut. It's a 3-run game, right? At the time, the score was 8-5, right? It was 8-5. The kid blows up, gives up 3 runs. Now the next inning, we score 2, and we have the 8th run on third base. That's how close we were. If we put in a adequate reliever, that do your fucking job. It's not hard. You don't bring in kids in close games. It's not rocket science. Fuck. Oh, we have to play tonight too. We play at 10 o'clock tonight because they're on the West Coast. Play at 10 o'clock tonight. We're probably gonna get the shit kicked out of us again because we're the Yankees and we can't put together a winning streak. I want to kill someone right now.
Well, is there any light in this darkness as of right now? Is there any sunshine? Anything?
Yeah, we have a 99.999% chance of making the playoffs. But right now we battling. All right. Now the Yankees, apparently our magic number is about 16 or something, 16 or so total. But still, trying to win ball games here.
Absolutely.
We got to right the ship because this is ridiculous. I'm tired of schoolyard bullshit.
Is that all for the Yankees? Anything
Well,
else left in the tank?
I'm gonna give a preview for tonight's game.
Okay.
Tonight's game, Jay Happ, who is a 15-6 with a 4 ERA. He got bombed last time out, but he's been good ever since being traded to the Yankees, so I'll cut him some slack. Goes against the opener, Liam Hendricks. Now, what I'm saying when I say the opener instead of the starter is there's this new philosophy in baseball where you open with a relief pitcher, and then you bring in your starter in like the second inning. Then he goes 5, and then you're already in the 8th inning. Something like that. You're already in the 7th, 8th, 9th. Now, we face Liam Hendricks. He is 0-1 with a 7.82 ERA, but I don't think he's pitched that much, so that doesn't count. And then tomorrow, we throw our ace out there, Luis Severino, versus Mike Fiers. Now, I do have a story to tell about Mike Fiers. Now, when Giancarlo Stanton was playing in Miami, Mike Fiers hit Giancarlo Stanton in the face.
Huh, okay.
No, I'm serious. It wrecked his face. So things have been a little contentious between them. It wasn't intentional, but it was scary. So you can understand why Giancarlo was obviously scared. Now, earlier this year, Fiers was pitching for Detroit until he was recently traded to Detroit, and Fiers hit him. Fiers hit Stanton again by accident. So obviously Stan wasn't too pleased. In the next at bat, Giancarlo hit a monster home run off of him and kind of pimped it. So there's a little bad blood between them. So Giancarlo kind of wants to kill him. So Severino 17. He's 17-6 with a 3.32 ERA, and Fiers is 10-6 with a 3.38 ERA. Both having good years. And then starting Friday, the Yankees go to Seattle to play the Mariners. And I just want to get this month over with. I want Aaron Judge back. I want to roll this Chapman back. I want Didi Gregorius back. I want production. I want to win.
Don't we all?
All I ask is to win at least one of these next 2 games. If we win one, we are fine. We just have to win one. If we win both, we're more than fine. We are in the driver's seat if we win both. But one is fine.
All right.
Anything else you need to know, sir?
I don't know. Is that all for the Yankees news and predictions?
That's about it for the Yankees news. I haven't seen any new news. I haven't seen any new news. There hasn't been anything about the Yankees yet today. Let me see. I'm checking Twitter right now. Wow, the Giants just waived Romeo Okwara, by the way. So that's interesting. But there hasn't been any news on the Yankees yet. They play at 10 tonight because they're on the West Coast. Fucking time difference. So that's it. That's life. Unfortunately.
So is that all?
That is pretty much all.
As for NBA news, not much coming out of the NBA. It's been pretty quiet. But I do have one small story. Apparently, recently, Dwayne Wade has been in contact with Chris Bosh and forming a reunion in the Lakers with LeBron James.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Wow, it's 2012 all over again.
I know, but obviously it won't be the same. Bosh hasn't played basketball in 2 years. Wade's getting older.
He die on the court. Like that's a serious thing that's going on with him.
Mm-hmm.
Blood clots ain't no joke.
Mm-hmm. I'd like to see Bosh back in action again, but
Yeah, I would love to see him because he was a really great player. He's going to the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, definitely.
I love Chris Bosh. He's such a good dude.
That's all. That's all I got for the NBA.
So let's finish up with telling ourselves. So this is obviously episode 1.
Yes.
We recently graduated the high school. I still sound like my balls haven't dropped yet, and that's because they haven't. But that's life.
Sadly.
Uh, you know, I enjoy comic books, and that's about it, really. I play video games. I'm excited for Spider-Man right now on Friday.
All right, did you pre-order? Are you getting it?
I am getting it. I'm gonna download it. I'm gonna pre-download it on my PS4. So when midnight hits on Friday, boom.
Also, speaking of Friday, NBA 2K19 comes out on Friday, and I am quite excited about that. I have pre-ordered it,
I don't have the funds for that.
the 20th anniversary edition. I'm excited.
Oh, bro. How's my career?
My career was all right. I was trying to say it was kind of annoying since you do start it in overseas in China, and you have to listen to the Chinese commentators.
Oh boy. Did you get Madden yet?
Yes, I did. I had Madden day 1.
Do you play long shot?
Yeah, I beat Longshot.
Why can't we skip cutscenes?
Because that's what the game's about. It's a story.
That's like the
It's
options.
basically a movie.
To watch a movie, I'd watch Draft Day starring Kevin Costner. That movie is ridiculous. That movie cracks me up every time I think about it.
Well, I think it's enough rambling.
Alright. Let's go Yankees. Oh, also, one last thing about the Mets, because we're basically a New York podcast. They're not good. And, well, we're not going to talk about them until they're relevant. Jacob deGrom's a great pitcher, but other than that, get bent.
Wise words from I guess you could say wise man.
Sometimes. On the
All right,
weekends.
Tom, anything else you might want to add?
Nope, that's about it. We're going to add episode 2, week 1.
All right. I think that is enough for episode 1 of the Smitty And Selitte podcast.
Hey,
thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for listening.
Okay. I do have a question after we stop broadcasting.
Okay.
Okay. So thanks. Thank you, everyone.
We'll see you guys next week.
I will see you next week. Peace.